Redefine yourself as your excitement, redefine yourself as your joy, redefine yourself as your calling, your true core nature, your bliss self, your conscious self, your pure awareness self, your peaceful self, your unified consciousness self. So there's a real you and there's a false you. There's the you that's the accumulation of what you've been taught at school by your parents, by your teachers, by the media, like the accumulation of thoughts and beliefs that you've accumulated over your life. And that's the false you. It's what's sometimes called the ego identity, the mind. In Hindu teachings, they call it the mind or the ego. And all it is, it's an accumulation of beliefs that you've gathered from other people over your life. And it's got nothing to do with who you are or why you're here. It's just programming, essentially, like a computer. It's been programmed. It's like you've been told repeatedly that you are a separate body, you are your thoughts, you have to do this, you have to get a job you don't like to be good in society, you have to get married, you have to get a house with a picket fence and 2.4 children, you have to be a respectable citizen, you have to you have to pay your taxes, you have to vote either one party or the other. If you don't vote, you're a bad person, you're not doing your bit for the world. This is all just programming. It's like the physical mind is like a computer, and it can be programmed with software, and this is the beliefs you're told. Like if you look at everything you believe to be true, and you say to yourself, why do I believe this to be true? It's because you've been told that it's true by someone, whether your teachers, or TV, or your parents. You've picked it up somewhere along what you believe to be true. Your belief of what is true in reality is what you've told is true. And this is how you've been programmed. It's like if you grow up in India or the East, you're told that that there are multiple gods like Shiva and Ganesh and Krishna, and you believe it to be true. And if you grow up in the West with a religious background, you're told there's one God. But if you grow up in the West with a scientific background, you're told there's no God. And what you believe to be true is what you've been taught to be true from a child. And it's just picked up beliefs. They're not your beliefs. They've got nothing to do with who you are. And that's the false you. And the real you, your real core vibration, your atman, your soul, your higher self, it's completely different. The way to find the trail back to the real you is through your joy, through what you love to do. When you follow your excitement moment to moment to the best of your ability, you're realigning with the true you, your true core natural self. You're remembering who you are and why you came here. We all have a specific purpose, a specific calling, and it's what we love to do. And the more we follow the cookie crumb trail of what we love to do, follow our excitement, follow our heart's calling, we come to see that who we thought we were is not who we are. It's like the ego mind, the picked up beliefs, the thoughts and the beliefs that we've picked up from our childhood, from our teachers. They gradually get broken down and we realise that we don't believe any of it. It's not who we are. Some of it may be relatively true on some levels, but generally it's nothing to do with who we are. Who we're told we should be is nothing to do with who we should be. Who we have the option to be, our true self, our real self. And as we become of service to the whole, because this is what it is, when you're following your excitement moment to moment, you're serving the whole. Your excitement and your love and your passion and your joy will always eventually push you back into service, because service is the natural momentum of the universe. It is all that, it's the only thing that's valid. It's the only thing that makes sense. When you start to realign with your true nature, your heart, your soul, your atman, your higher self, your pure conscious awareness, you see that you are the bliss of the one infinite creator. And the only sensible option is to serve the whole, because you know that you are the whole. You remember that you came here to remind the collective consciousness of Earth that they are one, that we're all one being. And as we all see that we're one being, the only option is to help ourselves by helping others. And this is why service is so exciting. When you let go of the needs and the attachments and the fears of needing money, the fears of what you don't want to happen, you see that true authentic excitement always comes in the form of service. And so when you follow your excitement moment to moment, you're realigning with your true nature, the universal consciousness, the gods, Atman, Brahman. You're realigning with your true nature, and gradually your ego mind begins to dissolve. You see that there's like two distinct yous. There's the ego mind, the one that wants this, wants that, complains about this, complains about that, likes this, doesn't like that, blah 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 blah, moans all day long about what it does and doesn't like. And then you realise there's another you. As you follow your excitement and you align with your calling and you're of service, which is the fastest and the easiest way to become self-realised, to realise your true nature, in my understanding. You gradually chip away at the beliefs, your old beliefs, and you start to see there's two yous. There's the real you that is naturally blissful, naturally peaceful, naturally in awe at the magnificence of creation, just always in joy, always in bliss, always in peace. And then there's this other you, this ego mind that's nattering in the background and saying, I want this, I want that, I don't like this, I don't, just crying all the time. And you realise that it's not you. It never has been you. You're the pure consciousness, the pure awareness that wants to serve, that wants to follow its joy, that has a specific mission here on planet Earth. And that's you, that's the real you. And this is what you've got to discover, if you wish. You've got to follow your excitement, follow your heart's calling. Fast, now. It's important now, more important than ever. Consciousness is accelerating. Now's the time to jump on board. So you need to refine yourself, redefine who you are. Get back in alignment with what you love to do, with who you truly are. We all know who we truly are. We know what we love to do. We know half the stuff we're doing is only to keep other people happy, and because we're scared of what other people are thinking of us and scared that we'll be laughed at. We start talking about alien contact and things like that, you know, what we truly love to do. We're just worried, and that's the ego. It's only the ego that's in fear. It's only the ego that cares what other people think about it. When you step outside of your ego, you don't care what anyone thinks about you. You just care about serving humanity, following your bliss, and having a dreamful, peaceful, eternal, expansive, conscious expression in this reality, serving the whole, serving humanity through your excitement. And this is who you are. So now is the time to let go of the ego mind, to let go of your programming, let go of your conditioning. Remember who you are. Redefine yourself as your excitement. Redefine yourself as your joy. Redefine yourself as your calling, your true core nature, your bliss self, your conscious self, your pure awareness self, your peaceful self, your unified consciousness self. The one creator that you are. Realign with this. See it as you and let go of the old and become the new. Have a wonderful day. Shivai, Earth Humans, Shivai.